Alright, get your pink sticky notes ready because we're about to do some close reading of A Rose for Emily by William Faulkner. Told from the point of view of the townspeople, the story is about Emily Grierson, a very strange woman who's had a pretty difficult life. You know, difficult enough to make one go insane, perhaps. Let's take a look. The story begins with the observation that Emily is an extremely private person, so much so that the townspeople only know bits and pieces about her life. We learn that she grew up in the big house on the edge of town with her father, a member of an old aristocratic Southern family. See, back in the day, this family had lots of money and power, but those days have since gone like the wind. And now they're just a bunch of has-beens clinging to their past glory. Anyway, Emily's father was super strict with her and drove away all of her suitors. So when he died, she was pretty much alone. Except, of course, for the one time that she may not have been alone. More on that later. When Emily's father died, she refused to believe it. At first, she kept his body in the house for 3 days. Now, this is our first hint that Emily has a strange relationship with death, a foreshadowing of things to come. After her father died, Emily met a man named Homer Barron, who was a laborer from the north. See, back then, the South was very conservative, and the idea of a Southern woman with high society marrying a Northern poor man was just unthinkable. Also, the rumor was that Homer didn't even want to get married. But Emily bought arsenic, and the townspeople assumed that she was going to kill herself. Then after that, Homer was never seen again. So the story goes that Emily spent the rest of her life in that house, and the house literally began to decay around her as she did. And after she died at an old age, the townspeople finally went into her house to check up on her and see what was going on. And what they found was absolutely shocking. They found Homer's corpse in a locked bedroom, and on the pillow beside him was an indentation, and on it was a long strand of Emily's grey hair. So we can assume that she had been sleeping in that room next to Homer's dead body for years and years. So what does it all mean? Well, a lot of literary critics think that this story is about the decline of the Old South and the changing social values that were occurring in the early 20th century. Others see the story as being about isolation and loneliness, and still others about repression and control and ultimately madness. What do you think? Okay, that's what you need to know about A Rose for Emily by William Faulkner. Click here if you want a review packet, which is going to help you get an A in your class and a 5 on your exam in May. I've got study guides, handouts, and a whole lot more. It's all downloadable and printable. So check it out. I'm out.